Captain Velvet Meteor is a tactical game that is incredibly unique. You play as a little boy who moves to Japan from France, and he's struggling to acclimate to his surroundings. He has an imaginary persona that he uses to deal with these new situations. The overworld is your house, and your mom left you a to-do list. As you explore the house, accomplishing your tasks, you enter this fantasy world to deal with all sorts of different issues. So for example, one issue has you going to the kitchen to make food. Your mom left you ingredients, but you're not familiar with this strange new cuisine laid out in front of you. So you enter the imaginary world as Captain Velvet and fight a slop monster made up of gross food. Defeating him gives you the courage to try out this new dish, which turns out to be really delicious and you just can't stop eating it. The whole thing kind of reminds me of the first time I ever tried Indian food, which is now easily one of my favorite things out there. These levels all play out like their own individual episodes. They're really relatable, and the story here gripped me, as they are things that many of us have dealt with in our lives, such as loneliness or feeling out of place in a new surrounding. The episodes themselves are self-contained. There are no level ups to get, no new skills to acquire, no loot to hoard, and while that may seem off-putting to genre fans, the game is executed so well, you won't really care. Every level you meet a new ally with new abilities and have to traverse a series of levels, all of which culminate in a boss fight. These allies range from a female warrior with a talking sword that can vanquish ghosts, to a little slime ball that you could toss around the arena to damage enemies. Every ally was fun to use, and whenever a new episode would start, I would miss the old ally for about 10 seconds before I realized how cool my new ally is. They really did a great job of making all of these characters engaging and fun. The gameplay is very unique. You move, then the opponent moves, but you share a life bar with your ally. By killing enemies, you gain back health. So the key is to always kill enough monsters to restore your health so you don't get overwhelmed and the enemy can't one-shot you. You get a team attack, a solo attack, and a power attack that can be only used when your super meter is full. The game is a constant tug of war between you and the enemy hordes. Due to the lack of levels, you are never over or underpowered. You are just where you should be and have to carefully plan your moves to avoid getting overwhelmed. This is just such a fantastic experience. As a huge fan of tactics games, I didn't know what to think of it at first, but its charming story and unique gameplay really hooked me. Definitely a game that every fan of strategy games needs to experience.